Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy T-Pav up in the building from Homecourt. Just want to let you guys know that we'd really appreciate it if you leave a like and a comment on the video, as well as subscription down below. This video we're going to be diving into the Astros. I know it's a really sensitive topic since our show is based from Houston, so this will be a real interesting one. I know there's a lot of sides to this argument, but if you just watch and see, you could see our points. Keon kind of went against his hometown, so if you want to see that, just keep on watching the video, and I'll catch y'all later.
She wanna vibe with me, I told her, little baby, just go ahead and sit down. Ay, she wanna ride with me, I told her, little baby, you just for the click now. Ay, rockstar status my motive. Look how I came in.
Alright guys, we're going to jump into the next topic. We're going to dive into the world of baseball. So we're all from Houston, and it's a little difficult, as many of y'all know. Once the cheating scandal gets brought up, you're kind of left for words. You don't really have a lot to say, and there's not a lot you can say. But if many of y'all don't know, the Astros got caught for sign stealing this recent. They got caught recently, but they were actually accused of executing these practices in the 2017 season when they won the championship. It's a very big deal. It attacks the integrity of a whole sport. I just wanted to kind of dive into this topic, kind of touch up on some things that are a little uncomfortable to talk about. First of all, I just want to say that baseball has had cheating in it for a while now. There's been, if you look up and do your research, there's been tons of teams caught for sign stealing, especially recently with the Yankees and Red Sox getting caught. And this whole thing behind the whole cheating scandal is just kind of getting out of control. Even the Yankees are complaining about the cheating, and they're saying, yeah, if I had this, I would hit 80 home runs. But in reality, like, they had a cheating system, and their former coach has even stuttered and said it on national TV. So at that point, like, I think baseball is totally compromised, and I don't think people have any room to go at the Astros. I think it's more of a league-wide thing. So, Keon, I just want to hear what you think about the cheating scandal and how it's affected you personally.
Well, to start, I actually want to say that this cheating scandal is one of the better things for baseball in a long time. I want to start with that because, like I've been saying, I've heard more about the 2017 World Series this past week and a half than I did during 2017 during the actual World Series. People are becoming interested in baseball again. I'm going to want to see how are teams going to handle the Astros. Are they going to throw pitches at them? Are they going to respect them? Are they going to turn their backs to them? What are they going to do to the Astros? So I'm kind of intrigued. So I just want, and we would not be talking about baseball if it wasn't for this scandal. So I just want to start off by saying, I think the cheating scandal the Astros cheating scandal has definitely made baseball relevant. So maybe y'all need to thank the Astros for cheating.
It's a pretty unique perspective, but I definitely agree because the season has got like a lot of
a lot more hype.
A lot more hype, and I'm like really excited to see what the Astros do.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how the fans. Oh, how do y'all think the fans are gonna react?
I mean, I think you just gotta back up your team no matter what. But like another thing is, I'm excited to see like. I wonder, like, what's the over and under, like, benches clearing fights this season? Because, seriously, they play, like, 160 games. Like, they're going to get thrown out a lot. I feel like it might be, like, a health concern. Cause
yeah, the manager was, like, really worried about...
If you think
a lot of people are saying
like,
they're going to throw pitches.
Yeah, they're going to throw pitches.
Yeah, I mean, you're just...
You can't let that happen, though, if you're the commissioner.
It's so easy to hit somebody with a pitch in baseball. Like, I mean, they're going to get ejected, but their pitchers still going to do it because... The people this cheating scandal hurt the most was pitchers. Like, they're like the most offended because they're even suing because
they know
it's their livelihood and it's their contracts, and a lot of people have like ERA things in their contracts. So like it's totally like the impact of this scandal is way bigger than I thought. When it first happened, I was like the Patriots thing. I was like, no big deal, like just gonna blow over. But like, you know, people are like suing. People like lost their jobs. Like the GM of the Astros, the coach, you know, like a lot of people inside like our organization, the Boston teams, Carlos Beltran, like Yankees. I mean, it's just, there's a lot of people losing their jobs. So especially when people say like players deserve to be punished, I think that's BS because there's nothing the players could have done. Even if they didn't cheat. Even if they didn't cheat, other members of their team would cheat. So even if they got caught cheating and it was only half of them, it'd be just as big of a problem as everyone's cheating.
But it was like a team thing. It obviously had.
They said Altuve didn't. Correa said Altuve didn't do it.
Really?
Yeah, Correa said Altuve didn't do it. So, but like at the same, but it doesn't take anything out because everyone's still like. It's still cheating. It doesn't matter who did it. Like the organization still.
Yeah, it was from the top down too. That's what makes it. That's why they went after the top because obviously it's not the players didn't come up like management. Let's get some technology.
Other teams did it too. That's like the crazy part is
I'm saying.
Like literally other teams have like it just confuses me. Like I understand there's like a lot of old heads in baseball like super offended, but like.
Well,
and we've been winning, we won our road games. Like last World Series, we were like playing on the road. Like, and if you look at the series we won, like we're hitting and making all these plays on the road. So it's not like, you know, if we're winning games on the road and we're cheating and losing at home, like maybe it like hurt us. Like you know.
Okay. Now let me get into my point. I just want to make that like for initial side comment. With that being said, that I think that this has helped MLB. But with that being said, the Astros are definitely cheaters, 100%. There's no other way to cut it. And you say that, you could say that, but I could say against the Yankees before the World Series, the Astros were getting destroyed at Yankee Stadium in New York. They were getting killed. They were getting blown out every game over there. But we would win all these like close games at home. So I think it definitely showed up in that series for sure. There's no really other way you can look at it. The Astros were the team that got caught, and the Astros were using video like surveillance to cheat. It wasn't, teams do cheat or they steal signs all the time, but that's just common, like I'm smart, I can figure out the signs. That's not using technology, having a stadium, having an organization in on a cheating scandal. This is what, like I said, it's from the head down, which is what makes it so bad. It's not like a few players were cheating. It's literally an organization that used technology, gave it access to its coaches and players, and players used that to their advantage to win. And you're saying all the people
they did win it on the road.
Yeah,
the Astros
in the World
Series
they did,
on the road.
But
so it's like the game that came down to it, they won without like, you know, like the biggest game of the season, like they won without cheating.
But still, the Yankees series, though, they were getting blown out on the road. Like it wasn't close.
Yeah, but once again, the Yankees got caught for the same thing, and their manager was like on TV, and he was explaining how like sign stealing works, and he was saying it goes straight to the hitter.
Yeah, use sign steal, but I'm saying you don't use technology to do it.
But why can't you use technology?
No, he changed from the hitter to he was like oh, then it goes to the hit, and then he was like second base because he was saying then second base like gives you the sign that like the pitcher's doing, but like they were doing the exact same thing. Like it was whether it was a chip or like a buzzer or like something that they like could hear. Like they were executing very similar methods, maybe not like as prominent as Astros or they did it before or like did it differently, but at like the concept they still cheated.
Well, I want to touch on what Ollie said. You said it doesn't matter if they use technology.
I mean, first of all, I think it's important to recognize that sign stealing is not considered like wrong or like there's any part of like baseball that considers it wrong. There's many people like in 2017.
It happens in football. It happens in like basketball. Like people still plays. Like that's just like sports.
That's like using a tablet to see like what plays the defense were running.
Yeah. Dude. I mean, that's a good point.
Yeah, but you
also have like half a second to realize what pitch it is, relay it to the batter, and like basically tell so you can know what to swing or whatever.
And Correa even said like in the World Series they changed their signs. Like you know, it's like really like people like especially on the away like I mean like changing games they use.
And the Nationals pitchers and catchers said they would change every like pitch basically.
I don't know. It's just that they were the ones who got caught doing it, and it's a really bad look.
It looks really bad.
It's
I think
look.
It's literally like, you know, we have the worst look at baseball.
Yeah,
at its whole,
sure.
We're definitely, which is really bad if you think about like.
It tarnishes the World Series.
Yeah,
and everyone wants the Astros to give up the World Series, which I don't think. I think that's a little too far.
What do you think should happen? Should the players be suspended?
But I think
Astros
since we
get
won
demoted to AAA?
Game 7 away, like you can't take it away. But I think
I don't think you can take it
if
away.
they play well this season,
you can put an asterisk on it.
If it plays well this season, I think this will be crazy. It'll be such an interesting season.
Yeah, you can put an asterisk on it.
But you can't punish players like the NBA players. NFL, MLB, NBA Players Association. They stand for players not being individually punished when it's.
But it's not even that. This scandal changed it. This scandal changed it because now you see players turning on players. It's the players who are speaking out against the players.
Players Association still doesn't want, and they still, regardless, they still fight for their players not to get suspended. So.
I mean, yeah, but you see a lot of players saying like, yeah,
it's
people
a
should be
lot of the players
suspended.
getting beat. And then the other players aren't really involved with
But
it.
these are people that lost.
Yeah.
I mean, like what I'm saying, like
most of the
Yankees are complaining,
Dodgers.
like they cheated. Like I get the Dodgers were really mad, but like once again, like we were beating them away. So it's like, especially the people on the Dodgers who chose to talk out, like they had the worst. Judge and Bellinger had like the worst series like they could have had, and they both chose to talk out. I thought that was ridiculous because that doesn't affect their play at all. Like it's complete opposite. They're not involved with that at all.
It's more pitchers.
Yeah, and they're not facing those pitchers. It's the other way around. So
yeah.
I also thought it was interesting. Probably a week ago or so, David Ortiz called out Mike Fiers, the guy who basically called out the whole cheating scandal, and he called him a snitch. And I just thought it was interesting that one of the best baseball players of all time calls the guy who a lot of people are saying saving the integrity of the game or whatever, because he realizes that all these baseball teams cheat in some way or another, and
I mean, a lot of people, a lot of teams cheat in general. It's the manner in which they cheated, and also the Astros people aren't liking that they're coming off very arrogant about it. They're
super arrogant.
Whereas we still would have won. Like it didn't
the
really
apologies
matter
have
that
been
much.
shit, bro. I mean, they haven't been good.
Yeah. No, I agree. The Astros
they're very
organizations need
half-hearted.
to be a lot more sincere, bro. Even just to save face for PR relations, whoever runs PR for the Astros is horrible at their job. They should be fired.
But what would you say? What would you say?
You can't say more.
Yes, you can. You can say we are organizationally ashamed of what we've done. We understand now that it's wrong. We shouldn't have done that. The 2017 World Series, although we believe we deserved it, is definitely tarnished in our opinion.
But they're going to keep asking you questions.
But then they would.
You don't think they're going to ask you questions if you're like, I mean, yeah, we cheated, but
if you
we're
said
still
that,
the best
they'd be
team.
more
I'm sure they actually believe
more inclined to make a move.
I mean, dude, a lot of PR relationships, you don't say. I mean, there's things you believe, but you're not going to say it. You don't see
Jose Altuve's not going to come out and be like, yeah, I cheated. There's a buzzer underneath my jersey.
You don't say that either. You walk us thin line. You're like, yeah, we're ashamed. We got caught and that we cheated. We shouldn't have done that. Yada yada. You don't have to come out and give details. You see NBA players are good at it. They come out very vaguely talk about things and they sincere apologies. Don't talk too much about it, but they come off like they actually mean it. I mean, it's just basic PR.
I was thinking how could this happen in basketball? I can never think about.
Oh,
I just think baseball's such an old timey sport. This is the only thing that could happen in basketball. So new, modern, with the technology they have, it's just I don't understand how something like this would happen.
It wouldn't. Baseball's more complex.
Yeah, baseball.
And so is football. So that's why it happened in football. Football and baseball are more coaching.
But when it happened in football, it wasn't a big deal.
Deflategate?
Not Deflategate, Spygate.
Spygate?
That's a minute Patriots ago. But I know it was a minute ago, but people weren't saying I felt it was a big deal for 2 days, and then people stopped talking about it. But this has been every a different player speaks out almost.
It's
every
all
day.
season too. I think when the season actually starts, it's kind of.
But it's good though. Like I said, it's good for baseball.
And I think the Astros are going to be exactly where they were the last few years. They're still going to be up there.
Probably.
They're
still a good team. They're still one of the greatest assembled teams ever.
Yeah, wait, in 2018...
That's what makes it bad.
And 2019, we won more games and didn't cheat. We won more than 100 games both those seasons, and we weren't cheating, so...
I don't know if I believe
that. I don't know.
Well, we're not Like,
I don't know if you win a World Series cheating, like we're not gonna be like, all right, we got one. Let's cut it out now.
There wasn't any cheating in 18 or 19. Well, regardless if that happens, we still had 100+ wins. So and we still had a really good roads record. That should be noted.
I think they're still investigating, so more information.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? Hopefully you like watching Homecourt. I'm with my boy Franklin right there, Franklin the Turtle. If you like watching our content and want to see more of us and Franklin, just subscribe and watch any of these videos right there.